Alright guys, I have a 2014 Scion TC. I'm going to show you how simple it is to change out the alternator. I was trying to look up videos. Well, there wasn't any, so hopefully this will show you how to and save you some money. So, first things first, we got to disconnect the battery, of course. Safety first. Always disconnect the battery. Now in this case, this car, you don't have to do the positive. As long as the ground's off, you're good. But in this case, this is a overcharging alternator. It's swelling up the battery. The battery's getting too much voltage. It's outputting 19 volts to the battery, which is bad. And all you need is a 14 millimeter. The same millimeter that takes the belt off will take the alternator bolt off. But just to show you guys real quick, you can draw yourself a diagram of how the belt goes back, so that way you don't lose it or lose how the belt goes back on. But all you will do is put this wrench on there and you'll take out the slack. You'll push and it takes the slack off the belt. You see that? To where now you can slip it off of this little nipple right here. So you take the belt off, and then now once you get the belt off, you can loosen this bolt here, alternator bolt. But before you do that, make sure you take off this bracket that holds these wires. This bracket's a 10 millimeter bracket that holds these wires, and then you're able to take that off. You're going to disconnect this clip, which is literally right here on this side. You'll push in and pull out, look, just like that. The clip piece right there, and then this you'll peel back, and there's a 10 millimeter nut right there. And once you get all that off, the alternator should come out. That's simple. And then you just reverse process and put it in. Put everything off. I went ahead and took this little thing off. This was on here. You push this up, push this out a little bit, and then slide off. And go ahead and disconnect your sensor here. Okay, so there's gonna be two nuts. It's gonna be this one right here. You can barely see it, but it's right here, this one. That one right down there. Right there, that one. And then this one, right here. I'm gonna show you how easy it is. Take the belt off real quick. You know, just remember how it goes back on. Just do that. Like, I'm pushing down on the wrench and then just taking my middle finger. Obviously, you know, don't use two hands. But just showing you that the belt slips right off. I'm actually going to use two hands real quick, but you can see it's coming off. Once you get the belt off, just take this bolt off and that other one down there, and the alternator comes out. Leaving the tensioner tensioned up with this, and I'm just using another 14 wrench to get that bolt out. You're gonna run into this, right? You need this bolt to come out, and this is in the way. Just pull down and pull that bolt out. So that way you don't have to mess with this. Because all I did was, look, I just took the belt off, slid it over, and it's still on the other pulleys. So you'll pull down and then pull your bolt out. So that way you don't lose your leverage here, and it's a pain in the ass. If you were to take this off, it actually springs more to where you'd have to get more tension and more throw to get the belt back on once you replace it. So I just recommend leaving the wrench on there, using this as backup. How it hits the bracket, push down, pull your bolt out. A lot of you are going to say this is not how you use it, but this is how I'm getting it off. 14 deep socket, 3/8 ratchet with wrench for extra leverage to loosen it up. Just always keep an open palm, push, and push pretty hard until it breaks. Once you break it, get a 14 millimeter short socket. You just break it enough to where you can do it hand tight, because look, alternator now moves up and down. It has play. Be careful, because you might drop the socket. But that's just to get it on there and just start unscrewing your bolt. Because if you keep continuing to use the ratchet, you'll hit the frame right here and you won't be able to take the bolt out. See, got the bolt out. It's already laying there. What I'm going to advise you guys to do is go ahead and take this bracket off. 10 millimeter, just that one bolt. This bracket will come off, and then you should have enough room to pick it out. We took it out, put in the new one, slides right in. And you put your bolt back on the bottom and the bolt that goes through here, tighten it up. Put your belt back on, put all your little brackets, plug everything up. You're done. And there you have it. It's on, it's back there. Put the bracket back on. Slid this back over it, plugged in the sensor. Went ahead and screwed in the bracket that holds the wires back in. Your signal feed, there you go, and then your sensor for it. Tightened up that one down there and this one. You're good to go. Very, very simple. So, good job on saving a shitload of money. Now to test it, go ahead and put your voltmeter set to this setting. What you'll do is, the easiest step is take it to your battery and make sure you're getting good voltage now. $13.88. Before it was reading 19.9. See? And then the second thing you can do to match it is you can take the prong, put it under here, connect it to that nut that's under this boot, and then ground this off anywhere, like right here or here, anywhere where there's a ground, and just make sure it's reading the same reading. If it's reading the same reading, you're good to go.